Hi, this is Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. Since tomorrow is the 4th of July, I wanted to do a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout with some pictures that I want to take tomorrow. The cartridges that I'm going to use is one of the new Cricut Lite cartridges, Block Party, and I'm also going to use an older one, the Stand and Salute. Okay, the cut I'm going to demonstrate is the cut for the barbecue shaft. It is your very first cut, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. Okay, to start it off with, I loaded my mat, and the first cut is just the plain one, and I'm going to cut him at 4 inches. Okay, the next cut is just the shift of the first one. So we're just going to push shift, and we're going to push the very first one and cut again. The next cut is the third one. Okay. If you can't see any of these, what I did was to see exactly what they were because they're so small on here. I went on to Design Studio and blew them up real big, and then I was able to recognize what they were. The next one is going to be the next cut is the first layers cut. We're just going to hit layers, and we're going to hit our barbecue shaft again. Okay, our next and last cut is going to be this one. And it's going to be layers, shift, and our barbecue shaft again. Now that I have all my pieces cut out, the first piece is just a regular cut right there. The next piece is the shift and the regular cut, which is his outfit down here. The next piece is the layers without the shift hit, and that's his flesh tone. The next piece is the layers with the shift, and that is his clothing. Now the only thing that I changed up was they cut his hair out along with his outfit, and I wanted his hair to be black, so all I did was took a black marker, a black permanent marker. This is just happened to be one from Martha Stewart, ebony, and I colored over the red of the hair. I colored it in black. Now this is how you put all your pieces together. You're going to start off with putting his shirt and his hat on. Okay, you just make for sure you center the shirt with his arms, not the body. The body is going to be, if you can see, there's an edge left on the body. So just get his arms in right for that. And let's make for sure we have the hat going in the right direction. Next, I want to put his, okay, we can also put the top of the spatula on. I wanted my spatula to be a little gray, so what I did was, all I did was chalked it over. Because usually spatulas aren't white. I just chalked a little bit over just very lightly and then rubbed it off. These pieces all cut out the same. So now I'm going to put his outfit on now. Well, his apron. If you noticed that his body that was black comes to be his pants color, so you don't have to add in pants. Just center that on. Then the next red piece I'm going to put on is his handles and his shoes. And for these little pieces I'm going to use my tweezers. And you may have had a difficult time, I know I did, cutting out the white for the spatula because it kept wanting to tear the little grooves in. What I had to do was I just had to keep playing with the settings. You know, and I think it all just depends on what kind of paper you had, because I had a much thicker paper in the red and the black, but there was really no details in these that I didn't have trouble cutting them. But as far as the hair and his flesh tone of his skin, I had a little bit of trouble cutting them, and I had to cut them out several times till I found what setting that they wanted to cut on. So you may just try a little bit and keep turning, you know, hit stop if you see it's tearing up, and adjust your settings with your pressure. I even adjusted my speed. Now I'm going to put the black. This is just part of his apron, just the decoration on his apron. Now we're going to put his face in. Just line up around his ears and give it a little tap down. And this is his arm. This is the one part of his arm. So you just line it up there, because there's going to be a little black in between the two pieces of his arm there. There's the one piece, and then this is like his knuckles that go right here. It's another little tiny piece. This one has a lot of small little pieces on this particular cut. Okay, now we're going to get his legs on. Like I said, a lot of small, tiny little pieces. And just keep referring back to your picture, and you can see exactly where everything goes. There's a little space left because it looks like he has on black socks. Just make sure it's up to the knee. And the legs are in different shapes, so make for sure you refer to your picture that you can get his legs in just the exact shape. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is put in his hair. It's a lot of little pieces, but it came out really cute. Now I'm going to show you how I'm including it in my design. Also from the cut, as I said, I also cut the barbecue grill. Okay, to complete my page, I put 2 spots for pictures. They're both 4x6. I double layered my fireworks, and then I pop dotted in between each layer and under the bottom so they stand off. I also popped up my 4th of July and my barbecue guy. I popped him up, but because he's going to be over the picture, I left this area free. So when I put him in place, underneath his hat and underneath his fork is free to stick my picture. Same thing as with my glitter up here. And I'm doing the same thing with my grill. I popped it up. I didn't pop the smoke part up. But for me to be able to put my picture in, that part is free. And there's my finished page for my 4th of July. I hope you enjoy my videos.